was like, excuse me, what? Huh? Come again? Her toenail starts bleeding profusely in the middle of the salon.
Get my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back.
Hey guys, it's me, Yanni Jolie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome back if you're new. So yes, this is the first time I've done like I feel like I start these videos every time I sit down like the same way. But yeah, I know it's been a minute since I've sat down and talked to you guys. And you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, did Yanni really upload like another video in less than a week? Like, yes, y'all, I'm getting back to it. My semester is finally starting to like, you know, loosen up a little bit. So enough with the intro, you guys. You see it. I'm doing a story time, a long-awaited story time of my just nail tech salon horror stories, because I'm in a salon now in a new location, but I did used to work at another salon in another location back in like 2020, early 2021. And let me tell you, the stories that I've had there, just stories with clients, period. Like, as a nail tech or even just a service provider, period, you know, like you will always have those certain clients or just situations happen. But anyways, let me just stop rambling and get into some of the craziness that has happened to me as a nail tech. So before I even start about my horror stories at my salon, if you guys haven't seen my one story time where I had like a client, like a horror story client, then y'all just go check in the description box. That's one of my most popular like story time videos. I've had a lot of controversy on that story time. Listen, I don't care, okay? Because engagement, okay, period. But yeah, go check out that video. It's like the time my client tried to charge me doing her nails. Just go watch that video. It's in the description. It'll be under my story times playlist. So this was earlier on when I first started working at the salon. Mind you, this was like my first time I'd ever worked in post nail school. And so like it was just a new environment for me. I had never been in a salon environment, didn't know what it was like the fast pace, you know, kind of back-to-back appointments. I was never used to that. So, you know, it was just a whole new experience for me. Now, this was at this point when I was working there. I don't even know how long I'd been since I was working there, but it wasn't too long. It was pretty early, maybe like a month or two. And we had like, basically I had back-to-back appointments that day, like all day. So, you know, we were on a time crunch and there wasn't really a lot of wiggle room for things to go wrong. And yeah, so basically that was a scenario that day. And I had this one client, she was really nice. She came, it was my first time having her. And she just wanted like a gel manicure with some nail art. I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I love doing gel manicures. Nail art is fine. But then the picture she had showed me, the first problem was the picture she had showed me. Hold on, somebody's trying to call me while I'm trying to film. All right, you guys, so I'm finally back. Two people just called me when I was filming, and I was on the phone for like 40 minutes. But anyway, the picture she had showed me, it was kind of complicated, especially since I had like, this was me just starting to really get into nail art. So it was basically like a bunch of lines. And, you know, lines don't look that hard, but as a nail tech, your finger be shaking, okay? But she basically just wanted like this really intricate line design on all 10 fingers. So, you know, it's gonna take some kind of time. And at first I was even like, do I even have enough time to do this for my next client, right? So anyway, that's what she decided that she wanted. But mind you, her nails were really short. They were like the kind of nails that were, you can tell like she bit her nails and stuff. So they're really short, nubby nails. And the design she had showed me, it was for long nails. Like it was done on longer nails. So it's just, you know, kind of different look. And I think that's kind of what she had in her mind when she had like showed me the picture. Actually, no. Okay, so scratch that. The first picture she wanted was ombre. And I had never done ombre with gel before. And the ombre was on long nails. Her nails were short and nubby. So she showed me this picture of ombre. I was like, I don't know if I can do this for real, but I tested one finger. I thought it looked pretty good and like it looked like the picture, but she had said, oh no, like actually I want to change my mind. I want to change the design. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Mind you, like I said, I had another client right after her, so I was like, okay, that's fine. I only did one nail, so I can change it. Then she like chose this other design. And that's the design I was telling you, where it was like the line design, where it was kind of intricate on all 10 fingers. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is a design I could do. It's just going to take me some time, but I kind of just have to hurry because, you know, I have another client right after her. Like I was saying, the design was on long nails. Her nails were short and nubby. I had done all 10 fingers, taken my time doing them. Made sure, mind you, this was like, I had to do at least 3 different layers of polish because of the way the design was. So, you know, it was taking some time, like a considerable amount of time. I did all 10 of her fingers, and I'm pretty sure like throughout the process I was asking her like, is this like, do you like this? Is it good? She was saying yeah. And right before I was about to put the top coat on, I asked her, was like, okay, so like, do you like the design before I put the top coat on? And she was like, no, actually, can you just do black all over them? I was like, excuse me, what? Huh? Come again? Like, first of all, at this point, I was already running behind because she had kept changing her mind. It was like, you know, she just was like changing her mind a lot. And the design had taken longer than what we had allotted for. Like, she didn't book for that time of design. Like, it was more of an intricate design. She'd booked for more simple design. So we were already kind of running behind. I was running behind schedule. And she's like, can you just paint over it in black? And I was just like, well, okay, I didn't say this at all, because obviously I have to remain professional and stuff. But in my mind, I was just like, you literally waited for me to do all 10 nails of this intricate, long design just for you to be like, can you just paint over it in black? And I was just like, yeah, of course I can do that for you. But in my head, I was just like, why would you could have said that after the first finger instead of having me do all this, waste polish, waste time, for you to just be like, can you just do black? And I really think, mind you, I had followed the design like to the best I could, but I really think it was just because she had a vision that, you know, this long nails look with the design, you know, her nails were short and nubby, so it's like you can only do so much. But anyways, yeah, basically had to tell my bosses that and everything, and they were just like, because I had to ask them first to make sure, because my client was already waiting for like 10-15 minutes at this point. I ended up painting all her nails and all over it in black, and I'm pretty sure she still didn't end up liking it, because at that point, like, her nails were kind of thick from all the polish. And yeah, it was just, honestly, yeah, it was just not good. Like, I don't know what she really wanted, but I was doing the best I could with giving her the design that she wanted. Like, there was nothing I could do, because I was just doing what she was telling me to do. But she ended up leaving. I don't even know if we ever saw her again, but it is what it is. So anyway, like I was saying, I ended up being like 15-20 minutes late to my next service. But mind you, this whole day, like, I had back-to-back appointments pretty much, and like not a lot of really wiggle room. And so thankfully, they were really nice about it. Like, the next person I had, because it was just a pedicure and stuff, they were really nice about it. And I want to say this is the same day that this next scenario happened. I honestly can't remember, but this next scenario, it was another situation where I was running behind, and I'm pretty sure it was that same day. So I was already like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like 15-20 minutes behind. And, you know, I was stressed. Like, in that situation, when you have appointments back to back and clients that, you know, are waiting, you don't want that to happen. So I was stressed, kind of. No, I was stressed. I just wasn't trying to show it. And so I started doing this girl's pedicure. She was around my age, but she was super nice. I started doing her pedicure, and I realized that, like, her toenail, one of her toenails, like her, like, kind of smaller toenails, it was basically broken in half, like in the middle of her nail, but it wasn't fully off. It was just kind of like bending. And so I told her, as I was doing her pedicure, I was like, hey, I'm not gonna mess with this one. I don't want to cut it, just because I don't want anything like bleeding or anything to start happening. And it's pretty far deep in your nail, so I don't want to cut it to like further irritate it. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Now, I get up to go get something from the back for like literally I was gone for maybe 1 minute. I come back and she tells me, oh, hey, I pulled off my toenail. Her toenail starts bleeding profusely in the middle of the salon. Like, okay, not in the middle of the salon, but her toenail literally starts bleeding profusely. Like, just bleeding. She's over here holding her toenail with her hand, trying to like contain the blood. And honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, I kind of froze for a second. And then I just start laughing. Like, I literally just start laughing. She's laughing because I'm pretty sure she's like nervous laughing. I'm laughing. We're just literally both here. A kiki. I'm 20 minutes late behind for my service. Her toenail's bleeding. And my owner is over there looking at us like, what is going on? Why is she here laughing in a kiki? And she's 20 minutes behind her service. And so I kind of just freeze for a second. And then I'm like, okay, I need to like fix this, because now this is going to take even longer for me to try to fix her toenail and clean up the blood first before I can even continue this pedicure. And so I stop. I go tell my owners like what's happening so they can kind of understand more. And then they're like, they're not happy. Like, you can tell they're like, what is wrong with this girl? But I go in the back. I get some like gauze or something and a Band-Aid to try to help her foot. And yeah, I come back out and I try to like doctor up her foot a little bit. That takes another like 5 to 10 minutes. You guys, oh my gosh, this is like a huge no-no, like working in a salon. Like, you don't want to be this much behind. But I had to like stop and try to fix her toe since she wants to pull off her toenail in the middle of the service after I told her we weren't gonna touch it. Like, but anyway, fix her toenail. For the rest of the service, she has a Band-Aid on her toe and she doesn't put it back in water. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, the rest of the pedicure service, I was still fine. Yes, I was stressed, but at that point, like, all I could do was laugh about everything, because there's no way I'm gonna make time run back and I can magically be like 30 minutes ahead. So at that point, all I could do was what I could do and, you know, do as fast as I could. So like I said, at this point, I was like 30 minutes behind for my next appointment. And I don't know how it really happened or turned around, but I'm pretty sure since my owners, like my boss, the bosses are their husband and wife. So I'm pretty sure they knew I was behind. They, I think they like gave my service or switched around services with another technician to basically where we were kind of caught up some. So that's how it ended up happening. But that whole day I was stressed. I had not eaten. Like, I couldn't even take my break because I was so behind and stuff and things were going on. But that was definitely around like my earlier time first started working. Like, probably was like the first month or two. Because at that point I was still getting used to the salon. I was still getting used to like how the salon was running and the back-to-back appointments. That was one instance. And then I think just this last one, like the only other one that was like pretty like annoying in a sense was I had to do a pedicure for this woman. She had diabetes, and so if you know anything about like diabetes and stuff, it kind of affects their body, but mainly like their feet and stuff too. So they get extra basically like stuff we have to clean up, kind of, sort of, and like dead skin and all that. She had diabetes, and you know, as a nail technician, there's only so much that you can do to beautify the foot in a sense. Like, at a certain point, babes, you gotta go to podiatrist, okay? Like, you gotta go to a foot doctor to, you know, get all that checked out. I'm doing a pedicure, and mind you, these trying to do her feet, I was low-key trying not to gag like through my mask. Like, that sounds so bad, I'm sorry, but I was trying not to gag. And like, this was like when we had the masks on, I was still trying not to gag because like, I'm thinking about it now. And the stuff I had to try to clean out from under her toes and like just around her toes. I was going through it. And I was doing my best though, but she was still like, literally through the whole pedicure, she was complaining and saying like, hey, can you like do this or that? Or like, you know, try to get this, try to get that. I'm like, girl, I only have so much time in this pedicure time. Like, you know, there's only so much I can do. So I don't know, she was basically just kind of complaining the whole time as I was trying to like do her feet. Mind you, her feet still looked a lot better than when she came in. So I don't know, she just more so was kind of like just didn't really have a nice attitude. Like she was kind of being nasty the whole time. But you know, like I said, you still have to remain professional and all that. But yeah, so honestly, that was like just a few of my salon horror stories. So that's it. That's the end of like all my scenarios. I guess the rest were just, you know, clients who weren't always satisfied, or I don't know, just little stuff like that. I don't really have too much. After that experience, I kind of got better with time. And honestly, working in a salon, like, you're gonna learn that you have to get down the time factor. Like, as you first start off, you're not gonna be getting services down as you first should, but you know, that's gonna come over time. So now I don't really have those problems. Or even after that moment, like, I was pretty, you know, good with my timing as far as appointments goes. I don't know, hope you guys could, you know, maybe laugh or anything at my stories, but those are actually really crazy. Like, that whole pedicure situation, I was so mad at her for pulling off her toenail. Like, why would you do that? Like, why? Because now my owner is looking at me crazy when you pulled off your toenail after I told you not to. But anyway, so that's it for my story times. Comment down below any video sessions you guys want me to do, or like any future videos, and you know, just chat with me in the comments. Like, all of that, I'll respond to you guys. I love chatting with you guys. And then give this video a like for future videos, and then also follow me on my social medias. They're going to be in the description as well as on the screen. Yanni.Jolie, YJ Nails with a Z, and YJ.Fitness. So yeah, you guys, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and oh, hit the subscribe button too. But I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.